Sports Talk Show. Your host is here for the show tonight to interview our special guest. Show highlight the Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, boxing, tennis, golf, and racing. The Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. Tune in for all the news and scores, reporting on the games and so much more. The Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to another great episode of the Alford Sports Talk Show. And I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties. But don't worry, we're going to get through them. It's Friday night. It's the last day of school here in Florida, and at least in Hillsborough County, before the winter break. But we're going to have a great show for you tonight, that's for sure. So let me go ahead and first and foremost, to kick the show off, let's start by thanking one of our outstanding sponsors, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. So delicious and addicting, you may need a support crew. Definitely cool thing about Chef G's, not only is he an outstanding individual, but guess what? He's got a new logo. That's right. That's the brand new logo. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce, doing big things. Sold cases and cases full. This is the new bottle. You got yourself classic bourbon. That is actual bourbon, folks. That's right. With Dunamis bourbon right there. So now you get the special pack, the variety pack. It has classic bourbon, and there you go, honey mustard. That's right, Chef G's honey mustard. So definitely get yourself a 3-pack now with the bourbon, which is outstanding. You can go ahead and take advantage of this right there at 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. That's right. And if you can't come down to Tampa, it's quite all right. You can visit Chef G's right now at flbbqsauce.com. Again, it's flbbqsauce.com. Don't forget that delicious sauce. All of the music you're going to hear tonight, it is sang by none other than Sam Scola Songs. We're going to talk a lot about Sam Scola Songs a bit later. But right now, you heard the first song by Sam Scola. Now you're going to hear number 2. That is a Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce song by Sam Scola Songs. Let's go.
Comes in 4 varieties. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce, a natural flavor. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Florida Gold Honey Mustard on burgers and ribs. Tasty fusion on pork and sausage. A classic taste for chicken steak tips. A hot heat wave on meatballs and ham. It's a cookout treat. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Serve on fish and vegetables. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce.
So delicious and addicting, you may need a support group. Definitely don't forget to visit Chef G's right there at flbbqsauce.com. Again, it's flbbqsauce.com. Don't forget that delicious sauce. You won't regret it. The holidays are here. Take advantage of some Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce right there, 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. Or you can come down to flbbqsauce.com, flbbqsauce.com. Don't forget that great sauce. Thank you, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce, for being another one of our outstanding sponsors here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. So, yes, a lot to unpack, a lot to discuss. Definitely, that number is available right there, 516-418-5572, 516-418-5572. Take advantage of that number. If you listen to last week's show, it's not something that we're going to guarantee they have it past January 31st, 2025. We will see. But yes, a lot going on in Tampa Bay Rays. For those who don't know, just this week alone, a lot happened. They approved the repairs of the stadium 4-3. Not even 24 hours later, they rescinded that vote. And basically, it's in limbo if they're going to fix the stadium for the 2026 season. And as far as the new stadium, that's even more in limbo. So it's disheartening, let me just say first and foremost, about the way things are going. I know no one can control a hurricane. Helene came through. Milton came through, did damage to the roof, very extensive damage. They're estimating it's $21 to $26 million to fix it. And it was a lot of damage. There's no doubt about it. I would question that design, but, I always feel things happen for a reason. One great thing I talked about last week was the fact that they're going to play in George Steinbrenner Field. I do still think, and I said it back then and I'm saying it now, let's see how it does with George Steinbrenner Field. I do still believe the Rays should strongly consider moving the team back to Tampa. Open up those discussions again. As much as I love Fergs, as much as I love that area, it is now pretty much known as a fact that you're going to get what you've gotten already. And I think if you go to Tampa, you give it new life. You have a Ybor City, you have Tampa. I know it might cost you a bit more, but you get what you get. And I just feel as if the attendance will be better. Some people did say about Orlando. It's a proven fact. Me covering the XFL and the UFL, I can assure you that if the team does move to Orlando, that will be a catastrophic disaster. Orlando is a tourist area. You know what I'm saying? Just by covering the Orlando Guardians, no matter what you do, it just seems like people are not going to come out to a game. They have other options. There's a lot of dollars you're fighting against for entertainment money. I think the best thing forward is to see how it does in Tampa. And I think the first plan of action would be to try to go ahead and reconsider those talks about having the team back in Tampa. Whether it be, somewhere, I think ideally, Ybor City. That's where the history of baseball started here in Tampa. I think it's only fitting for you to have something in that area. Number two, if it doesn't work out, the contingency plan should be to move the team to Charlotte. I've actually visited Charlotte. I've actually scouted it. I have actually did an interview with someone who was lobbying to go ahead and have a baseball team in Charlotte. And they made a great case. I actually went to Charlotte myself. I can assure you, just the city, the town, they have no professional baseball. They would embrace a baseball team in Charlotte. Not only that, I feel as if the Rays do get to that point, I do feel as if the community would support the team dramatically. And I think it would be a great thing. if it doesn't work out in Tampa. I think this is a sign right here that is very clear between the council and St. Pete. They don't really they're like this. This hurricane came through. We have other priorities. The Rays are just another chip on the block, and we don't really want to spend the money to fix it. We don't know if you're going to stick around. We don't know if we want to also invest all this money now into a new stadium because we've had this surprise with Hilton and Helene. I just think this disaster opened up some really glaring things. And, I got to commend the Rays. They've done their part. They tried. But it's right now I feel like it's, unfortunately, as the saying goes, you're beating a dead horse. And I just feel as if, again, the Rays should definitely pay attention to the numbers, how they do in Tampa. Try to revisit that idea of go ahead and starting a team, opening up negotiations again in Tampa. If that does not go through, I think the next course of action would be to move to Charlotte. I think you'll be embraced. I think you'll do well. Charlotte does not have a professional baseball team, and I think a professional, Major League Baseball team. Coincidence as it may be, they were thinking about one of the spots would be Charlotte. I think Charlotte would be actually better than Raleigh, and it is a great city. From someone who's been there and visited, I definitely do see a lot of value if they do move the team. But I don't think the Rays are going to get the stadium fixed. I'm just realistic on that. I highly doubt they're going to prove to get it fixed. You approved to get it fixed less than 24 hours later after a vote, it was overturned. I just don't see it. And then the new stadium, I think that's even further from what it might happen because it costs more money to get a new stadium than it does to fix it. So, you know what? And I always said when the new stadium was approved anyway that, I was going to support the team, but also at the same token, I didn't feel as if the stadium in St. Pete, as beautiful as it looked, really solved any issues. Your issue is attendance. Your issue is getting people to come to the games. Moving it 15 minutes away doesn't solve any issues. I just think this is, as they say, a blessing in disguise. It may not seem that way now. I know with the aggravation of what's going on, but I definitely think it was a great move for them to lock down getting a place in, here in Georgetown at a field. And I'm going to put it out in existence. Look forward for Alford Sports Talk Show to be covering the Rays in 2025 here in Tampa. I say try to keep the team in Tampa. Visited a Tampa Baseball Museum. You had Carlos Pena come by there. There's a lot of Rays that have connection to the museum. It would be really awesome for them to have the baseball team, the Tampa Bay Rays, right there in Ybor. I think you could, sometimes with negotiation doesn't work out right then and there, but if you revisit it, it might work out and have a better success ratio. Definitely do think that's a great avenue. I would check that avenue and run with it as far as I can. If it doesn't come to fruition, then Charlotte would be your plan B. I've been to Fergs. Actually, we interviewed Ricky Williams. I put that interview up. That was right around voting time. So that was recent. And I've been to Fergs quite a few times. So, and I heard what the owner said, and I heard what some of the people in the area want to do, but you can only do so much. And the Rays have had this issue for a while, getting support from St. Pete. I just think it's time to turn the page, just time to turn the page. So I think they did say they feel as if cooler heads will prevail after Thanksgiving. I hope they eat the best ham, turkey you can ever think of to find a resolution. But I'm a realist. I'm an optimistic guy, but I'm also a realistic guy. I just don't see it happening. I think the Georgetown better move. 2 thumbs up with that. See how the attendance is. Might actually work out really well. But I will just say, I pray for the Rays. I hope it comes to a good conclusion, but I am not confident at all. I'm just going to let you know about that. But actually, the other scenarios I think are pretty good. Moving to Tampa and also Charlotte, if that doesn't work itself out. Did want to go ahead and give you guys some heads up on some events that I'm going to be doing actually tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a doubleheader, 2 events, which I am honestly, I got to thank you guys, the fans, and all the people that support the Alford Sports Talk show. You have brought these opportunities to light. You've made them possible. And I got to thank you because these, I have a double header tomorrow because these are 2 invites that we have gotten here for services for the Alford Sports Talk show to participate in. I gladly am honored to do so. Both of these events will be also helping out charity. I'm going to talk about them in a couple moments, but first we're going to go ahead and thank another one of our cool sponsors here, none other than CTC ME Mortgage. Hey, if you need a mortgage, you need a home, if you need somebody that can make sure that the deal goes through, you got nobody else to think about other than that man right there, Kurt McCrae from CTC ME Mortgage. Thank you, Kurt McCrae from CTC ME Mortgage, for being another one of our great, outstanding sponsors. If you need a home in Tampa, you need a home in St. Pete, you need a home anywhere in Florida or in Texas, Kurt McCrae can help you. That's right. Now, the nice thing is you got the weekend coming right up. I posted this up today. Call or text Kurt McCrae. He's available. 346-527-7564. Again, that number is 346-527-7564. Hey, you need a weekend warrior. You need somebody to help you out, not just 9 to 5. Kurt McCrae can help you. He works for you, not the banks. Access to many mortgage options. Trained and certified. Available beyond 9 to 5. Informed on the latest things. And that's what you need. That's what you need right there. So without further ado, we're going to play another one. This is 3 right here, folks. Another Sam Scola song. That's right. The CTC ME Mortgage song. I'm going to play this song here. We're going to talk a lot more about the events coming up tomorrow. Let's go.
CTCME Mortgage Company, they stand by their loyalty. CTCME Mortgage Company, you can trust their honesty. Make the call today. There's no extra fees to pay. You can take a loan to own a new home. CTCME Mortgage Company, they stand by their loyalty. CTCME Mortgage Company, you can trust their honesty. Get a low interest rate, there's no need to wait. Finance a payment plan. Kurt McCrae is your man. CTCME Mortgage Company. CTCME Mortgage Company. CTCME Mortgage Company.
CTCME Mortgage Company. That's right. Make sure you give Kurt McCray a call or text at any time, day or night. That man will answer your call or text, and he is ready to help you out. That number again, it's 346 527 7564. Again, that's 346 527 7564. Or you can go ahead and visit ctcmemortgage.com. Again, at ctcmemortgage.com. Thank you again, CTCME Mortgage, for being another one of our outstanding sponsors here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. We tremendously appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, yes, that is awesome. So this weekend, I am pulling a doubleheader. And what I mean by doubleheader, I literally have two events I have to go to. In fact, I have to cut one of them a little short because many, many months ago, I had gotten this opportunity. Let me start by the first event I'll be at tomorrow, a league of their own in Tampa. I will be there for opening day. You may have already seen the meet and greet that they had last Saturday. Well, the meet and greet was getting everybody organized and together because opening day is going to be tomorrow. I got a chance to meet Michelle Wills, the daughter and wife, actually. The daughter, Michelle Wills, the daughter who I interviewed, but his wife was actually there too, of the late, great Dave Wills there of Tampa Bay, the legendary broadcaster. I got a chance to interview his daughter, and she did get, a little emotional about talking about her dad, which is understandable. It was definitely awesome to run in her, but, reminiscing about somebody as great as Dave Wills, I can definitely understand. And yes, tomorrow is opening day, so I will be there for, almost 2 hours. I have to, unfortunately, leave a little bit because I had promised somebody way back in July that I was going to do the other event I'm going to talk about in a minute. But the League of Their Own in Tampa, for those who don't know, you can go to, let me just make sure I quote the website perfectly. Yes. Okay. Yes, okay. It's ALOTO Tampa.org. Let me, in fact, put that up for you guys so you guys can see it. It's a really cool website, ALOTO Tampa.org. So I'll put that up so you guys can see it. ALOTO Tampa.org. And what they do is really, really awesome in the community. Let me read their mission statement. Our mission: a League of Their Own Tampa Baseball League has the mission to provide a supportive and inclusive environment where individuals with disabilities can experience the joy of baseball, foster personal growth, and forge long-lasting friendships. We are dedicated to breaking barriers and challenging misconceptions about disabilities through the power of sports. Our league creates opportunities for disabled adults to participate in the beloved game of baseball, promoting physical activity, teamwork, and skill development. We place a strong emphasis on accessibility. We ensure that every participant can fully engage in the game, regardless of their abilities. We will coach, nurture community, and empower our players to showcase their talents and celebrate their unique strengths. Join us for the spirit of sportsmanship and camaraderie as we inspire and uplift the lives of disabled adults, fostering a sense of belonging and instilling a love for baseball that lasts a lifetime. That is wonderful. That is outstanding. And yes, so they are a mission to support, inclusive environment for individuals with disabilities, for the joy of baseball. Their league starts from 22 and up, and you have to have a disability, and that's awesome. So the meet and greet was last Saturday. Opening day is tomorrow. So what's on their list is going to be Missions Barbecue Swag, Mascot Visit, Councilman Luis Vieira, Alan Alford Sports Host, MC Ice, Troop 120 gives flag ceremony at games. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. So let me just see something here. Wow, I'm honored just reading this. This is fantastic. Then this it says should be at the field getting the dugout ready at 9:30. Okay, good. See, that is fantastic. So that will be the game start at 10 o'clock, and that's at 10 o'clock. The Bulls versus Lions, 11:15. The Rays versus Manatees, 12:30. Cardinals versus Vipers. That's the schedule. I'm gonna have to pretty much cut out around right close to 12, and the reason why is because later in the day I have to be at another event, which again I promised them back in July. Ironically, a league of their own asked me about a month later. So, yes, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. That's what we do here. That is another event that I'm going to that will go ahead and support another type of event. It's a little different. This is, if you haven't been to, I'm a big supporter of GiGi's Playhouse in Tampa. They build awareness for people with Down syndrome. So let me just go ahead and tell you about them as well. And they create awareness, education for kids who have Down syndrome. So that is going to be where I'm going to be at tomorrow, and then this event here. Let me just go ahead. The Bowl for Turkeys. This is gonna be the third time I'm going to be the EMC of the event, and the event's going to be a lot of fun. It's amazing. Let me go ahead and pull up the details of the event for you guys. So the Bowl for Turkeys. It's our third year by popular demand. It starts at 12:30 p.m. and it goes to 3:30 p.m. And you'll have a chance to be in raffles, silent auction, compete. They have closest, the most pins, and it's going to be awesome. Each bowling ticket includes 2 hours of bowling, 2 slices of pizza, soda, shoes, and socks rentals, and a free game card, $5 value. So that is fantastic. And they have sponsorship opportunities. So I'll have to be at Pin Chasers. Props to Pin Chasers. I did see they supported by, basically sharing the event that I posted up, and I'm looking forward to it. It's at Pin Chasers, 4847 North Armenia Avenue. If you haven't done yet, there's still time for you to get involved. It's at 12:30 p.m. to 3:30, so that's the reason why I can't stay at the other event all day, unfortunately. But I did tell the organizers this. Definitely, I'll be there enough time to help out anywhere I can, and also to promote the event. So both of them will get, definitely, nobody's going to get shortchanged there. Looking forward to that. So tomorrow is a doubleheader for me, and got to give you guys props for that. And then I'm going to switch and talk a bit about the UFL news. There's a lot going on in the UFL. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that in just a moment. We're going to thank another outstanding sponsor here at the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Hey, if you need help with travel, foreign, domestic, group weddings, destination weddings, and if you need help with corporate travel, guess what? Need a cruise, all of the above, Pushpin Adventures can help you. That's right. Pushpin Adventures can help you. Give them a call. Visit them also at pushpinadventures.com. Pushpinadventures.com. Thank you, Pushpin Adventures, for being another one of our outstanding sponsors. And it's awesome because you get a chance to go ahead and get an idea of some of these great places you could go to. There you go, Pushpin Adventures. Any place of your destination you could think of, Pushpin Adventures can help you. In fact, that's Monique. You're going to go ahead and get that VIP treatment. Give her a call right there at 626-838-1006, 626-838-1006. Or you can go ahead and visit pushpinadventure.com/version if you want to know about this cruise that is basically about to depart. And there you go. I'll make sure we go ahead and show that for you too. Virgin Voyages, November 27th to December 1st. So, without further ado, I'm going to play another Sam Scola song. I'm going to do that for you right now. Pushpinadventures.com. Make sure you go ahead and give them a call.
Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures. Book a trip with Pushpin Adventures. Travel on a cruise with Pushpin Adventures. Take a vacation with Pushpin Adventures. Tour around the world with Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures. Make a reservation with Pushpin Adventures. The best value deal with Pushpin Adventures. Plan a getaway with Pushpin Adventures. Escaping today with Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures. Pushpin Adventures.
You have it, folks. Pushpin Adventures. They can make that dream reality. Give Monique a call at 626-838-1006, 626-838-1006, or visit pushpinadventures.com. And if you want more information about that cruise, pushpinadventures.com/virgin. Don't delay. Treat yourself today. That's right. Thank you so much, Pushpin Adventures, for being another one of our outstanding sponsors here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. We tremendously appreciate you. So, yes, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Pushpin Adventures. But, yeah, there's a lot going on in UFL. A lot going on. And, man. So, let me break this down for you a bit. And that is the AJ McCarron. For those who don't know, AJ McCarron, it was the quarterback for the St. Louis Battlehawks, the most, from what we can all agree on, the most successful football team, the St. Louis Battlehawks, in the UFL thus far. Definitely, they have no problem with getting 30,000 plus to show up at a game. in person, which is outstanding. There are some teams that come, I would say, a little bit more than half or more than half, but there is a big gap between the St. Louis Battlehawks and number 2 and 3. Let me just call for what it is. Having said that, AJ McCarron has been a quarterback for the last 2 years, done outstanding as their quarterback. And fast forward, this past week, it was announced that the St. Louis Battlehawks decided to part ways and release AJ McCarron. What they said in their statement, just paraphrasing, is that we're allowing AJ to go ahead and make his own decision on what he would like to do next. But we feel like it's time for us as an organization to move on from AJ McCarron. And they did go on to say that we also do feel as if by AJ McCarron being the quarterback again, that it removes an opportunity for someone else to play and be quarterback in a league. So to make things easier for AJ McCarron, we've decided to amicably end their relationship. It sounded like it was, amicable. It didn't sound like it was. It wasn't a bad statement at all. I really did understand where they were coming from. Turns out that AJ McCarron was, everybody knew before AJ McCarron because he found out after the release. And he went on to say that he wasn't happy with it. Also, to make a long story short, he threw a lot of shade on the UFL, as far as traveling with the opposing team and things of that nature. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this as a person who covers the UFL. Let me talk about the UFL portion first, the St. Louis Battlehawks. Then I'll get into AJ McCarron. I do feel as if a business standpoint, I know that football is a business. I get it. However, it would have been nice. It would have been politically correct and also business-wise to let your employee know where you stand. Even if you let them know 30 minutes before you went public, an hour, 2 hours the next day, whatever it is, yes, I do agree. You should have at least informed AJ McCarron prior to releasing it on social media. I know that someone took time to write that statement and draw it up. I get it. But the proper etiquette thing would have been to let AJ McCarron know why you're releasing them and that you're going to put this out publicly, just to give them a heads up. Hey, we've decided to go in another direction. AJ McCarron might not even agree with you, but at least you're giving them a heads up and letting them know before they do. This is one of the issues with social media. Everybody's trying to live their life through social media when you could just pick up a phone and call or text someone. And sometimes that's a lot better than putting out things to the masses. Having said that, I do agree they could have handled the situation better by just letting the man know first. Period. There is no excuse for that. You did that the whole statement, you typed it up, you have a social media team, you know you're going to put this out, let the man know first. Even if it wasn't AJ McCarron. Let's take the name out of it, put somebody else's name in there. You should let them know. Hey, we decided to go in another direction. You explain your reasons why. Again, the person may or may not agree. I've had those tough business decisions, those discussions where I've had to tell the other party, hey, we've decided to go in another direction type of thing. You have to give them that courtesy. It's a tough conversation, but it's a tough conversation that needs to be had. Fault on the UFL for that. Okay. However, they were wrong on that. I do think, though, I can understand where the UFL is coming from. And what I mean by that is, yes, AJ McCarron did great, but the UFL is what it is. It's a developmental league. It is a league of opportunity. That's what they call themselves. It is a league that's going to give the person who does make it at least an opportunity to get some showcase, some film with professional playing, and also an opportunity for a team, whether it be another team, another NFL team or scout to see you. The way they're going to see you is by playing. If AJ McCarron played a third, fourth, or fifth year, you are clogging up an opportunity for another player to go ahead and showcase their talent. I think a 2 year, maybe max third year is probably the limit. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but yes, you have to give people an opportunity to play. That is a good point on their part that, hey, by you being a quarterback, even if you did fantastic, which is great, we want you to do fantastic, we have to give an opportunity to someone else to show what they can do. So I agreed with the league on that. And I'm not saying that they say it's 2 years or out, but I do understand the thought process that, hey, you've been here 2 years. That makes it tough for someone else to get an opportunity to play too. I think there should be a cap on 2, maybe 3 years, because that's the point of a developmental league. You may not like it, but that's what it is. You're getting an opportunity to showcase your talent after college or during college, and you're getting this small window of opportunity for someone to get one last look at you. And yes, I think 2 years is probably about right. Might sound harsh, but you got to give somebody else another opportunity to play, to showcase. So I did agree with the UFL on that part where they said, hey, you're kind of clogging up the lane, so to speak. On AJ McCarron's part, I would just say like this. I was around when he got signed for the second year, and I saw all the stuff. He kind of reminds me of somebody I used to know who was a top performer in sales, but they just could not be a top performer without putting down the employer at the same token. You kind of make it seem as if you're not happy, as an unhappy person. Like, you got an opportunity to play in the UFL in virtually almost sold out stadiums for almost 2 years. You got a chance to play 2 more years outside of the NFL, whereas it was kind of clear the NFL was not going to give you that opportunity to not. They may have given you an opportunity to be on the sidelines as a backup, but they weren't going to give you the opportunity to be Joe Burrow, the starting quarterback of the Bengals or starting quarterback in the NFL. You got a chance to play 2 years of football, something you love to do. At the end of the day, yes, you may have had to fly with another team. Yes, they may have done some quote-unquote some budget moves, but you got to appreciate the fact that they've given you that platform. Showing a little appreciation to your employer doesn't hurt. Being gratitude, showing. I've actually had an all pro dad meeting about this, about not being gratitude. It's coming across to me like you're not being gracious or showing gratitude to the opportunity they've given you. 2 years is still 2 years. And yes, they may have not done the thing right as far as the public release. I get all that. However, they gave you 2 years. And yes, I knew about them flying with the opponents when I was covering the XFL with the Orlando Guardians. I knew that. Props to Coach Buckley. When I did one of the interviews, that came to light. Like, you travel with the other team. I even believe they were on a bus at that point. So I get it. It's not ideal, but hey, it is. You have to be fair. This is the UFL, not the NFL. The NFL has every single owner of the 32 teams is a multi-billionaire. You have resources upon resources upon resources. You just have to be patient. This is year 2. So, yes, you may have to fly on another plane. You may have to share a helmet from here to there. You may have to do that. This is budget cuts. This is a spring league. Eventually, they will get there. You have to be patient. But I would just say for AJ McCarron, wish him the best. I don't know if he's going to get signed with another team, but keep that in mind that, hey, if you play, you clog up the lane for someone else to get an opportunity. Let's be real, 34 years of age, if you ball out, it's going to be very unlikely you're going to get an NFL opportunity. That's one of the things about players that I struggle understanding. Like, hey, I get that you want to reach a dream and a goal. I get it. But you also have to be realistic in that dream too. 34 years of age, more than likely you're not going to get an NFL opportunity. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's just the reality. You know, you balled out for the St. Louis Battlehawks, which is great, but that is clogging up the lane for someone else. And I ain't saying you want to prove the Battlehawks wrong, but I don't think they did anything wrong. You played 2 years. You had a great 2 years. They want to give somebody else an opportunity. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. It's business. You got 2 years to play, got 2 years to showcase. Sometimes you got to give somebody else an opportunity. And one of the cool things that I thought about Saquon Barkley was that he had an opportunity to have a career day, his biggest career day. And what did the man say? Nah, that's okay. Let the young guys eat. Sometimes you got to let the young guys eat. So that's my thoughts on this. I think AJ McCarron should just enjoy life, enjoy the RV, enjoy the family. Don't worry about the UFL. Let somebody else take over. Show up and continue to support the league. That's my thoughts. Now, one cool thing that did come to light, really cool. Let me just pull this up here because I want to make sure I show this to you guys. Or actually, I won't be able to show it, but I will be able to tell you more about it. Kind of like blew my socks when I saw it. Yes, let me get the dates right. September 21st, 2025. This is more of a reason why maybe 2 to 3 years should be the max. For this reason right here. September 21st, 2025. Mark your calendars. Our showcase series is going international in 2025. Switzerland. They have a UFL showcase in Switzerland September 21st, 2025. Let me tell you right now that Alford Sports Talk Show will be there. That is fantastic, man. There's a showcase in Switzerland. And for those who don't know, I had went to the showcase in Orlando, which was this year too. And I went to the showcase the year before when it was the XFL in Orlando too. I actually was thinking about coming to the one in Dallas that was this month, early this month. But unfortunately, I had a schedule conflict. But yeah, that is fantastic, man. So you're going to get an opportunity to get a showcase in Switzerland. Be as it may, man, that's fantastic. And this is only year 2. You know what? I think that's wonderful. I think that's fantastic. And even more of a reason why I just mentioned about Pushman Adventures. International travel to Switzerland. So right now, get your passports up to date, get ready, start working real hard because in September 21st, 2025, you will get a chance to go to a UFL showcase in Switzerland. Man, that's fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome. In fact, let me show you guys that. Okay. I'm going to be able to pull this up here if the computer doesn't act up on me and show this to you guys. This thing is so cool, man. When I saw it, I was like, what? You know, you're going to do a showcase in Switzerland? That came out of left field. Usually I usually get the heads up. They did a AJ McCarron. They didn't give me a heads up on this. I saw it on the internet. But the good thing is I saw it early. When I saw it, it was only 6 minutes after it was posted. So I'm going to go ahead and do something here. Keys and okay. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Right there. UFL Showcase Switzerland. September 21st, 2025. Fantastic. That is fantastic. Start booking your trip right there. So yeah, I mean that I'm gonna be there. Listen, 2025, I'm covering the Tampa Bay Rays, and I'm gonna be at this UFL showcase in Switzerland. I'm putting it into existence right now. Sometimes you got to put things into existence. That's where I'm gonna be at right there. That's fantastic. And again, I was at the showcase this year and the showcase last year. And I was actually strongly trying to go to the one in Dallas after I went to the one in Orlando. But unfortunately, a schedule conflict, meaning I go to the showcases. And in fact, the last showcase in Orlando, it was kind of like there was a lot going on, man. From year one to year two was totally different as far as the vibe. I mean, the drills were very similar, but the way things went, I mean, they had me do some filming, which was kind of, for the league, which was kind of off the kind of like the schedule, but I was more than willing to help out. I'll do anything to help out the UFL. You need me to video for somebody not showing up, audio, that's okay. I'll do it, which I did. But one of the things that did happen, one of the players kind of got into it with one of the coaches at a showcase. One of the things you don't do. Somebody unfortunately had a bad injury and literally had to be carted off the field. And I was going to do a vlog on this thing, but it's one of those things that I don't even know where to start. And it was just a lot of things. The paramedics came by because it was at the high school. It wasn't set up like the NFL or stuff like that. But he had to be carted off the field. And I actually, crazy as it be, I got that all on video. Like I had the camera rolling. I got it all on video, but I didn't want to put it out there just yet because I didn't want to hurt someone's career. It was just, yeah, it's one of the crazy things that I actually got on camera, and I got a great angle of it too. Like the camera was set up, I was doing the drills, and unfortunately, you could see the bad injury, and it was my guessing and what I saw was pretty much probably an ACL injury. So, I'll say this real quick again. If you're going to show up to a UFL showcase, number one, be prepared. Two, have energy. Make sure you bring the best version of yourself to the showcase. If you can't do that, don't show up. First of all, it costs you money to participate in the showcase. It's not free. But if it was free, you're going there underneath the guise that you're a professional. Act professional. Okay? They're going to have you do drills. Be prepared to do drills, whether you like the drill or not. Be prepared. You're going to have to do this. This is part of the gig, or don't show up. Number two, make sure you stretch. Make sure you drink a lot. I would bring myself a stash of my own water. I mean, they do provide water, but bring your own water just so you have it right next to you. Bring some Gatorade, your own stash of Gatorade. Bring yourself some energy drinks, some Snickers, because you're going to need your energy throughout the day. Have long cleats because they start early and there's dew on the ground and it gets a little slippery and slick. Early in the morning, that time, even though it gets hot during the day, later in the day, there's dew on the ground. Wear long cleats. Bring a couple of pairs of cleats too, because as I was mentioning, it starts off kind of slick and wet, and then the day gets kind of hot. You might need to switch to another pair of cleats for footing, or sneakers. But I would wear cleats. I would wear the longer cleats for the most part. And yeah, make sure you stretch because yeah, you can get injured. So yeah, so definitely be prepared. Do not argue with one of the people who are doing the drills, and don't argue with them because they're telling you to do a drill. Like, come on, man. What do you expect? They're just gonna say, "Oh, you the man. We're gonna sign you up." When there's about 200 or 300 other people there, come on now. Do the drills. And actually, the way that the argument started was they didn't see the point in the drill. This was the drill where you have to move laterally left and right when they move the ball. Well, actually, that's to me that's one of the better drills to show you if you have hand-eye coordination. Not only that, how well you control your body, how well your reaction speed is, how well do you catch. All of those that drill shows it all. That's actually one of the better drills. When I say better drills, they're all very good, but that's one of the drills that really kind of showcases what you can do. And if you're really talented, that's one of the drills that can really show that. Something to consider. But yes, there was a full-blown argument that occurred. I got that on. I got good audio for that. And I got the apology later. Should not even happen. It really shouldn't have. Something trivial is working out. A drill should not have led to an argument. So be prepared. I'm going to come there and be the best version of me in Switzerland. Whether you want to do that or not, that's on you. But I'm going to be there. So, yes. Switzerland, here we come. And let me switch a little gears into a little bit of NFL news. Man, that was awesome. That game between the Steelers and the Browns in the snow. It started off as little trickles and it became full-blown snow Thursday night, last night. I thought that was awesome. I really did. I was like, man, this is like a Madden game. This is, you don't get to see this too often. The snow coming down like that. You know, you got to give Jameis Winston credit, man. He's playing, even before this game and including this game, he's playing some very, very good football. He's taking advantage of that opportunity. You know, just call it the way it is. He's playing a lot better than Deshaun Watson was before Deshaun Watson. You could tell the man actually wants to play well. There's a difference when somebody is just going through motions and when they actually want to perform well. Props to Jameis Winston. Props to the Browns for winning that game. And that, I apologize. I did give you guys that pick. I did get that one wrong. I thought the Steelers were going to beat the Browns, and no, the Browns played better, and they deservedly won that game. I felt as if they played better football in all facets, and that's why they won the game. So props to the Browns. That was an outstanding game. It's cool to see that, and I loved it. Playing in snow, and I hope it is one of those, NFL highlight type games. It should be. I thought that was really cool, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my predictions. Let me just see something real quick here. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, I would have got that wrong. If I didn't give you the pick last week, the Thursday pick, I would have picked the Steelers. So I admit I would have got that one wrong. Alan's not a liar. I would have picked the Steelers to win. They did not. So props to the Browns for the upset. So we have the Vikings versus the Bears. It's actually going to be a pretty good game, but I have the Vikings winning. Patriots and Dolphins. I hate to say this, Sam Scola, but I got the Dolphins winning. Buccaneers and Giants. I got the Bucks winning. Broncos and the Raiders. I have the Broncos winning. 49ers and Packers. It should be a very, very good game. Ooh, those two. But I feel as if Brock Purdy pulls it out and he gets a win. So I got the Ravens and the Chargers. I got the Ravens winning. Titans versus the Texans. I got the Texans winning. Cowboys and Commanders. I have the Commanders winning. Chiefs and the Panthers. I had the Chiefs winning this time around. I definitely do think the Panthers could win this game actually, but I got the Chiefs winning it. Lions and Colts. I have the Lions. Cardinals and Seahawks. It's gonna be a very, very good game. Seahawks, man, they've been kind of unpredictable. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals on this one. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals winning this one. Eagles and Rams. We got the Eagles. And those are my picks for week number 12 of the NFL. Week 12. So let me go ahead and give you guys the thoughts on. Oh, man. Let me go ahead and give you guys the thoughts on the boxing. And that's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on that. And let me just go ahead and pull this up here. I just want to make sure I quote this for you correctly. You know, this is the thing. Okay. In all seriousness with this fight, I gonna let you guys know straight up that I thought this fight was a cash grab. This fight from both sides was a cash grab. Meaning, I think they both wanted to look good in the fight. You know, they both wanted to keep their reputation up. But I do think there was some choreographed WWE stuff on this. Mike Tyson has never slapped an opponent in a pregame. Like, there has been some time where somebody attacked him and he went all buck wild or what have you. But for him to just walk up to a face-off and slap someone is very un-Mike Tyson-like. And to me, the code for that was when Jake stepped on his foot. Code for, okay, I'm ready for you to slap me. This is like WWF, WWE type stuff. Let me just let you know a little hint. Hey, it's okay for you to hit me here. To me, this was a cash grab all the way around. I didn't think that this fight really had any validity to it. I thought that, I'm not really surprised. You could tell that it was a cash grab because how could you tell that? Mike Tyson actually called out his brother. He called out his brother, Logan Paul, at the end of the fight to talk about another fight. I love Mike Tyson, but he was trying to get paid. He needs the money. It was pretty clear. Not to say that Jake Paul doesn't, but this was a cash grab all the way around. And it was kind of, the great thing about this fight, I would just say is this much, is that the undercards were actually very good. The girls did an awesome job. That was an awesome fight. I did think Serrano got robbed again, but that was awesome. The girls did a fantastic job, as well as the other undercards, with the exception of one of them. Those didn't find it too entertaining. But I thought the undercards were very good. That made up for the fight. And what we remember about this fight was a few laughable things. People putting a tattoo of Mike Tyson's derriere when they caught that on film. People found that to be entertaining, funny. Somebody went ahead and actually tattooed that. Why you would want to tattoo that on your body, I have no idea. But check into it yourself. You'll see it. Somebody did. Now, props to, the MVP girls, in particular, Cindy Thomas. She went viral. She went viral at this event, and I've actually interviewed a couple of ring girls. So that's props to her because you know what? The reason why I give it props is like there's so many ring girls out there that never go viral. And there's actually the two girls I've interviewed, I know both of them would do anything to go viral. And lo and behold, Sidney Thomas went viral. And, I was kind of ashamed of you guys for whoever takes shots at her, take digs. And she didn't do anything to, for you guys to be dissing her. She just was in the right place at the right time. It just goes to show you that in life, Sidney Thomas is proof that if you're at the right place, right time, the opportunity presents itself, you have a chance to go viral. So props to her. Sidney Thomas, she was one of definitely, I would say, the new star of the show. We all know about Mike Tyson. We all know about Jake Paul, but she was a new star of the show. And yes, in fact, let's do a drum roll, please. Let me go ahead and see what her Instagram count is, because I know it went crazy. Man, you just type in SY and it goes, wow, 725K, 725,000 followers. That's crazy because I had looked at it. It was at 651 just the other day. So props to Sidney Thomas. You guys can look at it yourself. I am Sidney Thomas. I am Sidney Thomas right there. And hey, you be at the right place, right time, you go viral. There you go. And it just goes to show you that anybody has the potential. Just got to have that opportunity. And props to her. But I did think this was a cash grab. People are like, hey, this wasn't it was an illegitimate fight and all that stuff. But hey, you had to think that Mike Tyson had a chance to win. Otherwise, you wouldn't have watched it yourself. So at the end of the day, yes, Mike Tyson got a cash grab, and I just got to give him props for that. At 58 years of age, he got a good, nice cash grab. I hope he saves his money and he's got hopefully another opportunity. But yes, this wasn't a legit fight. This was not. So yeah, it was good entertainment, guys. So props to Sidney Thomas. But yes, this was a cash grab. This is, that's what it is about boxing too. I'll just leave you guys with this, that as much as you want to be just a boxer, you have to be a boxer / entertainer / promoter. Again, you can't just be a boxer today. You have to be a boxer / entertainer / promoter and showman all in one. So boxing is maybe a quarter of what you have to do. Great. You have to do the other 3 parts great too in order for you to really make it nowadays. That's just what it is. It's not just about boxing. You have to put on the show. Otherwise, you're not going to get too many people to watch your fight. It's just the reality of the situation. So, having said that, tomorrow's a big day for me. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to a League of Our Own in Tampa. Thank you to GiGi's Playhouse Tampa. Thank you to all of our fans. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And thank you to our songwriter, Sam Scola Songs. Sam Scola Songs is the man. Let me go ahead and show you guys who I'm talking about. Sam Scola Songs. There you go. This is a poster, and that's the man, myth, and legend, Sam Scola Songs. All of his songs are available on YouTube and Spotify. YouTube and Spotify, you can hear any of these great songs right there. Great thing about this is that you'll even hear some of the songs that you heard the Alford Sports Talk show. Another thing that you could do too to support. Thank you, Sam Scola Songs and his wife Mary. You guys are fantastic. Really appreciate you guys. And you know what you could do? Don't spam my man. Don't spam my man. Give him an opportunity for a contract. Give him a contract. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. The holidays here. You're in a holiday spirit. Make sure you give my man that contract right now. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. Thank you, Sam Scola Songs and wife Mary. Again, all those songs are available on YouTube and Spotify. Tomorrow I got a double header, so I have to make sure I bring my energy, just like you guys should bring your energy if you're going to UFL Showcase. I want to go ahead and thank again all of our sponsors. Let's start from the very top here. Thank you, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Thank you, CTCME Mortgage. And thank you, Pushpin Adventures. You guys are all fantastic. Really appreciate you all. Thank you, Sam Scola Songs and his wife, Mary. Man, you guys are fantastic. And that's how these opportunities that tomorrow come about. I'm very, very excited. That's why I have to end the show a little early, because I have to make sure I am 100% tomorrow with the energy. Big day tomorrow. So we will be back. Well, next Friday is Black Friday, so I will see you after Thanksgiving. So I am going to let you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your Black Friday. So we will come back on, make sure I have the calendar right, December 6th. December 6th, Alan Alford Sports Talk Show will be back December 6th. But don't worry. You know why? Because we always have a backup plan here at the Alan Alford Sports Talk Show. Visit AlanAlfordSportsTalkShow.com. AlanAlfordSportsTalkShow.com. You can listen to any one of these shows or watch any of the interviews in the past that keep you busy for between now and December 6th. So there you go. And you guys are fantastic. So having said that, let me go ahead and thank, as we close out the show here, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Thank you, Chef G's. So delicious and addicting. You may need a support group. Make sure you don't forget to go ahead and get yourself that fantastic sauce. So delicious and addicting. You may need a support group. That's right. This stuff is selling like crazy. Check it out yourself. Go to 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. Again, that's 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. Or you can visit FLBBQSauce.com, FLBBQSauce.com. Don't forget that great sauce. So without further ado, we're going to play that Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce song again here on the Alan Alford Sports Talk Show. Let's go.
Comes in four varieties, Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce, a natural flavor. Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce, Florida gold honey mustard on burgers and ribs, tasty fusion on pork and sausage. Classic taste for chicken steak tips. A hot heat wave on meatballs and ham. It's a cookout treat. Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce. Serve on fish and vegetables. Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce. Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce. Chef G's Florida barbecue sauce.
So delicious and addicting, you may need a support group. Make sure you visit Chef G's right there at 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. And if you can't come to Tampa, that's okay. Visit them at FLBBQSauce.com. Again, it's FLBBQSauce.com. Don't forget that delicious sauce. Thank you, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce, for being another one of our outstanding sponsors. Thank you again, Sam Scola Songs, for that awesome song. Thank you to all of you for watching another great episode of the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Please visit our website, allenalfordsportstalkshow.com. You can go ahead and do it all. You can go ahead and visit all of our sponsors there. You can also go ahead and watch prior shows. So you won't see me for, 2 weeks. December 6th, I'll be back. We're going to go ahead and do it big time. Thank you guys all. I really appreciate you all. Make sure you have a great Thanksgiving. I pray for you guys to have a great Thanksgiving, great time. And I will see you again. And definitely looking forward to those great things tomorrow. So till we meet again, let's close out the show with another Sam Scola song. And you guys be blessed, be well. Take care for now. Thank you so much.